What's really fascinating is when you can look across industries and demographics and the age and size of organizations to see how focus and attention and distraction is playing out, creating opportunity, causing challenges. Radical differences. For instance, healthcare. The consequences of distraction mean harm to patients, to humans, and the volume of what they're dealing with in terms of regulatory environment, which is really different than professional services, where every hour, every minute that is spent distracted is one that goes straight to the bottom line since it's billable time. Or manufacturing, where we see safety, that distracted work environments mean real hazards to their teams and to the people that they care for. Distracted lawyers, that can put people in jail themselves. Audit, same thing. If they're not focused on the right things, people go to jail for audit mistakes. So the challenges are different in many ways, but they are consistent. Where it gets even more interesting is the difference between your work. The challenges leaders have in large companies around distraction and feeling overwhelmed at the root are similar to those that are entrepreneurs or small business or doing work as a side job, right? Freelancers. Both feel overwhelmed. But if you're in a large company, you are CC'd on a volume of emails that no one can manage. You are being pulled in directions by multiple teams doing multiple projects, none of which have any accountability to another, which means the expectations are entirely unreasonable. Often managing or being managed by someone who has 15, 20 people who are demanding their attention. Whereas if you're starting a business or you're a small group, you aren't getting that many emails. That's not your problem. But what you are faced with is a constant reminder of all that has to be done. You got to hire someone. There's no human capital department. There's no training program. If you have something you need to learn, there's always information out there telling you what you haven't done enough of, and it never ends. But there is this hidden, foundational, consistent challenge that we see across every role in every organization. And it has everything to do with what is reasonable and what are the limits and the strengths and the possibilities of human performance. What are you expected to be able to accomplish? How much is reasonable for you to respond to? What amount of information can you consume and process? Today, you're a failure as a leader if you don't know everything, know how to counsel, mentor, care for the emotions of someone, manage a meeting, plan how to develop people, answer every question, have your finger on the pulse of the future trends in your industry. At home, you're a failure as a parent if you haven't read every book, if you haven't given them the newest technology or kept them from the newest technology. And the hidden story here is that in a world where technology has seemingly infinite power, granting us infinite access, speeding up how much can be done to the point of no barriers, we have failed to recognize that we are not infinite, that you cannot respond to all that is put in front of you. And as long as that attempt is made, for us, it's exhausting, overwhelming. When we expect it of others, it's dehumanizing. And then we wonder why they leave or why they don't perform. The truth is, the most encouraging and valuable thing you can do for your team, for your family, for yourself, is step back and celebrate the value of being limited in a world that seems to think you're limitless. In fact, it's the only way. This is literally the way that focus and attention works in the human brain. It's the only way to be great and have a differentiable value on anything, by saying more and more often, this doesn't matter for me, this doesn't matter now, this doesn't matter here, or frankly, this doesn't matter at all. By doing that, it means that certain things really matter. And knowing that is the key.